First map for this grand final is Last Refuge. SOK in the previous game between the two played very, very aggressively, playing fast tech, AM aggression, forcing the game to be one base versus one base. Last hits, it would have been amazing, but AM doesn't quite get it. Getting level 2 could be pretty tough here, by the way. There's no easy militia creep to go for on this map to hit that level up. The footies are pushing the Lich away, though. And if SOK gets the Trapper, I think that should be enough for the level up. Not a bad start so far. Both heroes really want that level 2. And we have the militia creep by SOK. Ooh, that's what he tried on Northern Isles. Instant aggression into fake 1 base, into tech into Expo instead. Okay, there the AM got the level 2. Footies have to get the Expo cancelled. They're going to get it at least once, maybe even more. Lich needs one more kill for that level 2. Looks like that footy is going to be his prize for it. Ooh, AM also very, very, very low HP. SOK is going to need to shop damn soon. Cool game. Love to see it. Haunted Gold Mine. I think SOK should try to cancel it again. He's got one more Watch Elemental that he can summon. Ideally, want to also be counterattacking with like just a handful of ghouls across the map. Oh, and now fight mano y mano. Ooh, Archmage, 30 HP. Oh, 14 HP. Holy crap. Whoo, and he survives. Barely. Great play by SOK so far, but the danger is not over yet. That is definitely a big lead for SOK, if he can keep the AM alive. He's got a shop coming up somewhere. In the main base, as it turns out. Pretty good timing on this. Can heal up right away. Expo is not mining yet, actually. Lich also hurt, though. Needs that ritual dagger. Finally, using it. Healing up. Item on the ground. I think that's Gloves of Haste. And the AM in position to defend against the ghouls. Oh, destroys the item. Both heroes a bit bruised. Both heroes healing up. But of course, SOK's mining is so much earlier. If SOK gets the Expo timing lead and the tech timing lead, this will be a big advantage for him moving into the mid game. He's still worried about the Lich. He's still trying to not overexpose his Archmage. Tech begins now at 6 minutes. We'll see when 1-0 begins his. So bravely fighting back against the Lich. This Lich who has been his undoing for quite some time now. Experience very even. Great position for SOK. I feel like when you're playing against 1-0, these are the kinds of games you have to win after such a strong early. Great build, great movement, aggression across the map, slows down the expansion, get it going for a zone. Also, that build works so well on this map because here the natural is so easy. You always got to be careful about that Nova. SOK is going for a very early second barracks. He might be going for a rifle push, which would be very, very uncommon in this matchup. Let's running down targets. Once you get little bits of experience for that level 3, he is now pretty close. Pulling a bit ahead of the Archmage. Lich mana, though, very low. He needs some Rod of Necromancy. For SOK, we got tier 2 finished. Tier 3 started right away. Mountain King as well. He's trying to go for the Shredder. If he loses that Shredder, that would be really bad. I think he tried to send a Peasant to the lab, but that one just got killed because it's, well, it's daytime right now. Both heroes now in level 3. I feel like lumber could be an issue for SOK here down the road. Not going for the Shredder, not going for the guaranteed strong late game economy. This attack by SOK seems to be a bit too early. Going in with the footies before the MK's here, which means he doesn't really have a chance of getting any actual kills. Except for one ghoul in the back, maybe? 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to get the door real quick. Let's take a look now. So went for the first staff pretty early. I like that. I think you gotta make it a priority to get the first and second and third staff as quickly as you can. Looking for some hope of slow procs, by the way. And gets the first statue. Not a bad catch. Mountain King, though, very low HP now. Could be in serious trouble. Lich showing up with a Nova, ready to punish whatever he can. Another ensnare on the Fiend. One is getting a bit unlucky, you might say, with these ensnares. And now Knight's showing up. There's another ensnare! One ensnare after the next. Onto the Fiends. And that one is dead as well. Man, this was a lot of Fiends going down. 3 Fiends down the drain. One staff is there. And I think that Fiend's dead as well. Oh, Slow doing a great job here, by the way. Now we got the first Destroyer in the air. That's a lot of damage suddenly out against the Knights. And there is no gyros yet, as far as I can tell. Actually, there's one. Oh, Death Knight! surrounded against the ramp right there. TP pass, that saves him. That would have catapulted SOK insanely far forward if he got the hero kill there as well. But look at all the kills. Look at all the resources lost. SOK with just a great first map in this grand final. Needs to remember to keep buying staffs. Very, very important. The way you keep up with the insane damage of the Lich is through insane healing from the staff. With the triple racks also pumping out those knights super quick. Great upgrades on him. I like how SOK is playing this. No nonsense with griffins or priests or anything like that. I think that all is not a good idea. Just mass knights with mass upgrades, and you make just as many gyros as are needed. Wonder doesn't even have a third hero. Rima, what are the 3 favorite games that you play? At the moment, that's Warcraft, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Teamfight Tactics. Now we got the gyros in against the destroyers. The web seems to be insufficient to deal with the gyros. 1-0 trying to kite back, making use of his aura, making use of the coils, of course. He just got the big red camp item. I think that was a rather poor one. Gyro numbers are dwindling though, and normally the human does not want to be following onto Blight. That's where you can quickly take a very bad fight. So I can fall back, go for more upgrades. He's going for gyro bombs. I do like that. Although he also needs more gyros in the first place. How does he have so much lumber, by the way? SOK managed his lumber economy extremely well this game. Even without a shredder, always has enough lumber. And 2-2 is a great breakpoint for the knights. 3-3 is super premium. That's amazing. But 2-2 is really where you need to get to have solid knights. Got the animal war training, got the Sundering Blades. 1-0, not even with a third hero. I think not having the third hero is going to be the ultimate downfall for him, even if of course, SOK had the better early game already. 1-0 did get, however, both red camps. And now we got triple staff. There we go. That is perfect. Triple staff at 15 minutes. That is ideal. And the Lich, still not quite level 5. Wonder doesn't want to take this fight anymore. Going to be TPing out. Lost 1 destroyer only? No, I think he didn't even lose the destroyer. Actually saved everything. But the destroyer's not so good now anymore in this late game against the gyros. With the gyro bombs, they're even contributing and taking out some buildings. I gotta restate how well SOK played this game. Absolutely phenomenal. So far. But it's easy to fall behind against the Lich. If you don't pay enough attention to the healing, if you forget about the staffs a little bit, suddenly Lich level 5, level 6, more and more Nova, more and more disease, more and more death on the human units. This game is not over, but SOK has the lead, surely. Good clap there by the Mountain King. Got a Mana Stone as well, by the way, protected also by an Invuln. And he's playing around the staffs beautifully. What a masterclass game by SOK. Very important in this late game to prioritize Clap over Stormbolt. In the big AoE fights. Lich is stuck! Lich is stuck right there. Past the TP, barely saving that Lich. If the Lich dies there, it's GG. Maybe we're close to GG regardless. 2 more level ups, and then SOK is going to be looking really amazing. AM4 and Pally 3 would be huge additions. And the Lich only makes it to level 5 now. Way, way later than we're used to seeing, thanks to SOK's amazing early game. Third attack upgrade coming in for the Knights. SOK hasn't been losing many units at all, so he can afford quite a bit. Going for heal scrolls. He's got 2 of them now in his inventory. SOK's items are actually pretty bad. He's got almost nothing in terms of permanent items. Here's the Pit Lord, by the way. Howl of Terror. To greatly reduce the damage from the knights especially. MK in the back feels the need to go for an early invul potion. It's going to be exposing him now for the rest of the fight. But the clap is beautiful. That was absolutely sensational on that clap. Hit scroll comes in. There's going to be one more. SOK's army is looking a bit slow, a bit small, I want to say, at the moment. MK, low HP. He is staffed out. And fighting without MK now, yeah, it's not a good idea, I was about to say. SOK needs to TP away, and out he is. Clean escape. Not too many losses. Couple gyros, yes. But that's pretty much to be expected. Needs to get the Regent Scroll running on these knights. 1-0 is going for a third base. MK needs mana potions, also invul potions. Pally never got that level 3. All of a sudden, it seems like this game might be turning around. Peasants with a repair, buying time against the siege. SOK smartly count the enemy expansion, stops the third. MK back with a fighting force, clarity running. I like that he's got the mana potion here. Oh, and now what's happening? We're trading Expo for Expo. Oh, 1-2-0 though. He's going to TP home first. The TP might even be too late. It's a lot of damage. 3 attack upgrades on the knights, 1 on the gyros. The big issue is the Pally's level. Pally not being level 3. SOK lost quite a bit of supply, by the way. Must have been lots of workers. Now ghouls being sent out to harass these peasants. Very nice as well. Fiends starting to be eaten. Oh, that was a misclick on the staff. Needs to staff the other knight. There was another misclick. What the hell? SOK misclicked the knights twice. He sent home full HP knights, basically. Oh, SOK. What's he thinking about right now? It seems like this game is slipping more and more away from him. He's trying to creep one more camp now. Get that level up for the Pally, finally. Was missing seemingly for too long. Wand of the Wind. Not sure if that's a good item. TP home. Staff is ready to save the knight. Doesn't even need it, apparently. Triple staff about to be ready again, but then they're going to be on cooldown for quite a long time. Needs this little green camp only to get the level 3 Pally. Finally. Gyros. Gyros. Little bit AFK. Some small mistakes are starting to creep in for SOK. Level 2 now on the Pit Lord. 4.7 on the Death Knight. Pally needs to stay in the back. He's got the level 2 Holy Light. Finally. He waited forever to get it. This could be a good position for SOK now, when there's no room to kite away for the Undead anymore. Heavy damage on the Mountain King, though. Wand of the Wind on the Death Knight. MK, waiting for the next clap. Needs to be Holy Lighted. Where's the Holy Light? Where's the Holy Light? He didn't Holy Light him. No, big mistake by SOK. In what could be a heartbreaking turn of events now. This game was so good for him. The Destroyer's now taken over the air. Oh my god, SOK. The perfect early game. That he's not able to close out. GG. Oh my god. 1-2-0 clutches this game back somehow. Once the Lich got level 5, all of a sudden, things started to turn around. Oh man. Now we are on Boulder Vale. Haven't seen that all day so far today. This is normally a very bad map for fast expansion. So going back and forth a little bit here, looking almost a bit indecisive. And 1-0 is teching, by the way. Lich first, tech, no expo attempt at all. Alright, 1-0 looking to do some big damage against his expo creep. He's got the perfect timing for it. Oh, that Nova could be nasty. Trying to get the last hit with it and do damage at the same time. And he got it. Gets surrounded. Trying to hold the surround. Oh, but he fights out. So calls GG after 3 minutes 40. 1-0 with a devastating blow. It seemed like that first map still creating ripples. All right, let's see what SOK has in store this time. He has played one base, he has played expansion, rifle pushes. The one thing he hasn't played is parry rifles, but that is probably not a good idea anymore these days. Against undead, certainly. And also just in general. For the scout is not seeing the immediate export timing. For once, by the way. Archmage seems to be going for an old school expansion play with a level 3 creep route into natural. It's important now for the Lich to steal some last hits. Otherwise, AIM's going to be level 3 very easily. I like that SOK is actually going for the Rock Golem camp because there the big creep can't be stolen. That is smart. But the other expansion is probably going to be way ahead now. Let's take a look. Lich has taken some damage. Last hit goes to the Archmage, very importantly, and he gets a great item. Ring of Regen, best item here at the start, I would say. Last hit. Ooh, not stolen, but the Bursey goes to 1-0. That's the big last hit that stops the level 3. And still, ghouls active. But one ghoul killed, and that actually was the level 3. SOK now pushing back the ghouls, setting up the expansion. Lich got level 2.6, healing up already after being low HP, thanks to the Ritual Dagger. Haunted Gold Mine, maybe 30 seconds out. Oh, if SOK gets the cancel here, that would be huge. He's going to the shop, buying Circlet. Oh, if he gets this cancel, that would be so big. But he doesn't have much time at all to do it. He might be too late already. How far along are we? 15 seconds. I think it's safe. I think the expo's safe. That's a big sigh of relief for 1-0. Water Elementals fighting against the ghouls. But they have seemingly not quite enough damage to get these kills, not in a quick fashion. Expo can now mine, but the footies are still looking for kills on the Acolytes. Archmage low HP, but the Lich also low on mana, and the AM still always regenning. That Ring of Regen, so incredibly good. 250 HP regenerated already. It's going to get even more throughout this game. Great ghoul saves by 1-0 here as well. Nova can't land. He eats the ghoul to get the Nova on the AM. I don't think it would have been an instant kill. Pretty sure not. And a block as well. And now the Lich might be in trouble. Now the Lich could find himself in trouble. SOK's tech has started already. That's great news for him. Way ahead on tier 2. Level 3 AM pressure. Doing well. And he has a chance to get the hero kill now. Lich low HP. Very, very low HP at only 20. He can hardly really fight back. The footies are chasing him. Zero has to be said again. Did a phenomenal job minimizing the ghoul losses by a lot. AM still hurt, but still healing. Slowly but surely. Oh, Nova hits the Archmage. I'm not sure if he needed to TP there, but better safe than sorry. AM back home, and the shop did finish. Healing up immediately. We got a lot of footies for SOK, by the way. Ready for the next wave of attack. The Lich is trying to run away. The footies are making life damn difficult for him. It's like a hot potato, this Lich trying to jump from one safe spot to the next. He's not able to find any safety so far. He's about to get level 3, though. This one footy kill should be enough. But he needs more healing as well. AM is over at the expansion. The Necro is cancelled. SOK with power play on tier 1. Wants to get that out. Wants to get that Lich. He wants to get that Lich. But he's chasing all the way. This is a very stressful game for 1-0. Very stressful indeed. How much the Ring of Regen helped for SOK cannot be underestimated. Lich in the back. 19 HP, 11 HP, 5 HP. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 5 HP. He survives. If you lose the Lich there, the game might be over. But then again, with the comeback we saw on map 1, we should never call things over with a Lich. But he's doing such a tremendous job. Killing Acolytes, killing Ziggurats. Meanwhile, SOK is on the way to tier 3. MK is going to be joining soon, and the Lich has to be even more careful. Dominant game by SOK. Once he survived the initial harass, the counter-attack has been just absolutely amazing. Lich. Lich! Lich, where's he going? That was the wrong place. Overstaying. He is dead and it's GG. Well, well, well. SOK says not so fast. This grand final is not over yet. SOK gets himself on the board. Good to see him fighting back. Level 3 Archmage really was flexing his muscles in that game. And also the Ring of Regen. SOK this time around seems to be playing a very aggressive opening again. No, well, maybe not. Going for his natural, actually. It's not a creep route really designed for a quick level 3, but it is level 2 with some items. There's no expo for 1-0 so far. Both players are not yet sure if the opponent is expanding or one base teching. They're trying to keep their options open, I think. Now SOK sees no Haunted. There's going to be a Nerop Tower being upgraded soon. And now SOK is the one going for the expo. But it's not so easy right now for the human to deal with lots of ghouls, as that level 3 AM is missing, is still pretty far off. And Lich with the Nova is getting some good damage in on these footies. A couple of footmen have died already. I guess 2. Great timing on the militia, forcing those ghouls away. Back home they go, trying to protect the expansion. And that expo is going to be done quicker for SOK than it is for 120. More importantly than the expo timing might even be the tech timing. Archmage actually went for a dust because he knows the Lich had that Cloak of Shadows, but now the cloak is sold. No boots picked up yet on either player. This is what I was talking about, by the way. When there's no level 2 Watch Elementals, dealing with the Ghoul Flood, dealing with a big Ghoul attack can be very tough. AM picks up the boots finally. One Ghoul going down there as well at the camp. But Militia can now be massacred by the Lich and the Ghouls pretty easily, I would think. AM is still staying away. Why is he staying away so long? Maybe a bit too long. And this takes a lot of lumber, by the way. Lots of militia involvement. Lots of indirect lumber cost. And now we see 120's tech quite a bit ahead. He's got the perfect idea also of where the opponent is creeping. Last hit. Did he get it? With the Nova? Oh, yes, he did. That's a big last hit to get. Perfect timing. A little unlucky for SOK that the Lich just happens to be running in there at that moment precisely. SOK needs to start teching very badly. Still just tier 1. Oh, it's starting to look rougher and rougher. The end of the tech lead is going to be so big. SOK is desperately trying to get that level 3. He is close now. But look at 120. He's all over the map. He's chasing him wherever he goes. Always with the right read. And look at that. Ghoul also getting denied. 120 now. Putting his foot on the gas. Playing very, very strong on this map for so far. Oh, the tech lead is going to be crazy. Big yikes. It's like a 2-minute lead on the tech. AM now got level 3 finally. He has to get so much done now with his level 3. He needs to find 1,000,000 kills. Now we finally have the tech. Oh god. 6 minutes 50. That is straight up 2 minutes behind the Undead. Alright, if you're a human fan, you gotta hope for this attack now to be doing a lot. AM with a level 2 Watch Elementals, pretty well set up at the moment. Lich is not level 3 yet, but he's about to be. Just needs like 1 or 2 footy kills and that will be enough. Archmage has to be careful about his HP pool. When he's too hurt, he has to abandon this attack. This will again be lots of freedom then for the Undead. He can't give him the freedom right now. He has to fight and find these kills. One more Ghoul kill possible right there. Archmage looking for the chase down kills. Ooh. Ooh, but he's worried. He is very worried about that Nova. Understandably. SOK has to buy a lot of time. Until he's tier 3 and got the Knight's Pally coming. He has to try to not fall too far behind until then. It's a very tall order. But does have lots of gold at least. Gold lead? Supply lead? But the tech disadvantage is real. Those footies are kind of valuable now, but honestly not that valuable anymore against the Nova. And later on, they're going to be useless. You need to get value out of them right now. Very interesting to me that SOK is playing without Shredder this whole time. Managing his lumber very well, even without the Shredder, something that many humans struggle with. I think 22 peasants is the peasant count he's always going for in these games on the 2 bases. Going for triple barracks, getting ready for the mass knights. Here's MK and Tier 3 coming up next. Undead Tech, of course, still far ahead. And if the MK was here now already, he would be able to kill quite a few acolytes or ghouls easily. The late tech now makes this push a lot less scary, a lot more manageable for 1-2-0. And there's also lots of experience for him, by the way. These footies, little by little, giving more and more experience. I am doing a good job also killing acolytes. He's limiting the mining quite a bit, to be honest. Another acolyte. Wait, how many was this? 5 acolytes killed. That was actually really good. A really good attack overall. Look at the gold bank advantage. 1,400 gold on SOK still. Now the lumber is starting to look a little bit problematic. Even creeps in the main base. 1-0 has 8 ghouls left, not that many. A couple of those died. Lots of acolytes died. His 70 supply timing, or whatever timing he was looking for, is greatly delayed. Is SOK still going to go for the Shredder? It kind of looks like it right now. He's over at the lab. Going for a Zeppelin. Not for a Shredder, though. Again, not feeling the need for Shredder. This was a very easy time to pick up a Shredder. Zeppelin drop heading into the main base, where there are vulnerable ghouls. Lich finally getting his level 4. The strong level 2 Dark Ritual and +4 Intelligence, baby. And speaking of int, here is also the Robe of the Magi. SOK did really well getting value out of the Footman. Oh, but now there's an attack coming towards its expansion. There's towers coming up, but not many, really. 1 tower down already. 1 destroyer falling, but there's a second one. Mountain King low HP, going for the potion. Does SOK have enough to hold this attack? Scary timing, MK dead. Destroyer also taken out, however. That TP might have come in just in time. SOK is going for tanks now. Tanks? Really? Oh, how we would love to have a Shredder right now, by the way. Lumber so low. Crisp timing by 1-2-0. There's no Pally yet. There's no Knights yet. The lumber is so low for SOK. Now we got some more Knights being made. Was not getting a Shredder a mistake after all. AM can spend his money on items. He got the staff. Got the orb. He's got the MK back on the field. Here are the 2 tanks. Going for the Zeppelin immediately. Okay. Okay. SOK survived the first heart attack moment with that push towards the expo. But the fighting army, the standing army right now seems to be a lot better for the undead. There's a staff. And surround on the MK. He is very, very, very dead. Experience lead keeps building on 1-2-0. The knight is stuck as well, dead as well. Level 3 MK, DK, I mean, is level 1 MK. The knight's got the kill though. Excuse me, the tanks. Tanks kill the expansion. It is being remade though immediately. And those tanks don't help much when it comes to defending back at home right now. Pally throwing out some holy lights finally. We got tanks now in the main base. The other ghouls should be able to clean them up though. Smart surgical strike out of SOK, but he's lacking the damage. He's lacking the real army against the Fiend A-bomb force. Losing more and more peasants over time. SOK calls it. GG is called, and 1-0 wins map 4 as well. Interesting game, high level exchange between the two. I think the late tech here was the big issue in the end. I feel like the tech timing might be the most important thing these days. And SOK is going back to old school Mountain King. Oh. The big advantage of MK versus Archmage is you can win the early game head-to-head fight against the Lich, especially once the MK is level 3. The way I see SOK though leaning back in his chair, I don't know, man. He's looking. I'm not a professor of body language, but this looks a bit to me like he is not feeling very happy with the situation, let's say. Item for the MK here, by the way, amazing. Big mana potion, fantastic for him. Easy expo for the Lich, of course. The thing is, when the opponent plays MK first, there's no danger at all of expo cancel. So you can greed it up like crazy with a Haunted immediately. MK has to try to keep the game even later, even if his economy is a bit weaker, by getting lots of kills. Lots and lots of kills later on with Stormbolt level 2. He's holding a skill point, by the way. He is considering Clap as a possibility. But no, he's going for Bash. Or if Lich steals the big last hit here, this would be really painful for the human. Or the timing for the Lich might again be exactly right. Okay, MK actually gets the big creep and the second semi-big creep. Mountain King, level 3. This is a really good early level 3 timing on the MK. Look how he's bullying away the Lich. Gets one ghoul for free. By the end of the expansion, is almost done already. So I guess to keep finding kills. More and more kills, more and more experience. And ideally also a quick level 4, maybe level 5. And then this MK is a huge danger. MK going for his own boots. 2 peasants I think were killed there in the main base. The ghoul hit squad doing very well. Nope. MK on the intercept. Finds the Lich. Can start doing some real damage to him. Oh, look at the ghouls coming in for the block. Oh, nicely done by 1-0. If not for that, that could have been a kill. He's got the mana potion. There's plenty more Stormbolts. Oh, the Lich. Getting blocked now by the footies. Oh, he barely gets away. Those blocks having such big impact. Lich has to run. Lich is inferior at the moment. No. Is he going to find him or not? Lich. Just barely turning around. Oh, he's waiting for the skellies. Oh, he's waiting for the skellies. Block from the skelly. I think he's dead, though. Mana potion. Bash. Doesn't even need the mana potion. He still got it. No, MK. Haven't seen him look dominant in this matchup in a long time as a first hero. But like I said, MK needs more kills. Plenty kills. There should be 2 more for him. Stonebolt ready. Boom. Gets the double. He could go for a Shredder this game. He is dominating the map right now with this Mountain King. Still has the mana potion. I would like to see a Shredder. He's also a little bit low on peasants at the moment. Yep, there's the Shredder. He can stop at 18 peasants. And this is quite a fast level 4 MK. Look at the Lich, 2.8 only so far. Double ring. Quite nice. All sub go to heaven. Thank you very much for the gift sub to Glaive. MK wants to make sure the targets he Stormbolts don't just get Dark Ritualed. Wants to get all the experience he can. 4.2. He's looking great on experience. I wonder if he's going to need to retrain later into Clap. SOK is controlling this Lich so well. No level 3 for such a long time. How long are the Death Knight, by the way? Oh, the Lich trying to make it to the shop. And the potion comes out just in time. Whew. That MK. 1 or 2 more bashes and maybe that's his. Tech lead is still clearly with the undead, of course. Mana potion committed now. Taking out a few more ghouls. A couple of easy Dark Rituals should be there. 4.4 on the Mountain King. And we're seeing some gargoyles. Gargoyles. Okay. Interesting. Can be countered pretty hard by gyros in the real late game. MK now running low on mana, running a bit low on HP. He will need to get back to that shop sooner rather than later. Triple workshop for SOK indeed getting ready for the gyros. Towering up quite a bit as well. Did not yet make a second hero. Lots of potions for the Mountain King. The Shredder has been hard at work. Giving all that lumber to SOK. It looks like he's trying to stay solo hero to get the bonus experience, to get level 5 MK before making a second hero. Which seems a bit wild almost. He's not getting that much solo experience, bonus experience, because he's not tier 3 yet. He did get a very good item there, though. Ring of the Archmagi. Very nice. SOK still struggling with low lumber. With all these towers and stuff he's been setting up. Oh, last hit. Could have been amazing, but not quite in time. 1-0 going, Dreadlord. This seems to be the plan for the late game counter to the gyros. Dreadlord with Carrion and maybe with Vamp Aura. And SOK is still solo hero. Crazy. We got 1 level of Masonry to tank up the expansion. Gyros flying in and will beat the Gargoyles over time. MK close to that level 5, but doesn't quite have it yet. He's lacking the orb at the moment. Mountain King, low HP. Whew. Taking lots of damage there from the ground army, as it turns out. Seems like now it is definitely time for a pally. Right? I mean, you need more than just a Mountain King, don't you? Where is the pally? SOK is just making pure gyros. Pure gyro MK. He's getting a lot of bonus experience at the moment. Oh, coil on cooldown. Item stolen. It was a circlet. MK now, though, very hurt. Needs to TP away. Yeah, gyro upgrades were a bit low. Now he's working on 2-0. I mean, there has to be a Mountain King. There has to be a Paladin, though. Surely. Like, just for the healing, it's so cost efficient. Without the Pally, I don't think you can even get the MK back to full HP. The plan for SOK seems to be to just have as many gyros as humanly possible to overrun the air. But wouldn't it be great to then give that experience also to a second hero? It's a 20 supply lead for 1-0, by the way. But gyros are supposed to hard counter this air at the very, very late game stage. 3rd attack upgrade for the gyros. SOK is being quite cost efficient so far. Now he's making Griffin Aviaries. Triple Griffin Aviary. So much lumber he's investing this game. Dude, the flag cannon is stacking up pretty hard, as you can see. The issue is, none of these attack upgrades will carry over to the Griffins. They have another attack upgrade. SOK now starting to go into Fiends. 1-0, I mean. So many items, so much experience has gone to 1-0. From the creeps. He's going to get the next red camp. Okay, SOK might be able to snipe this expansion. We got the gyro bombs. Almost done with the 3rd attack upgrade. MK level 5.5. Oh, MK slept. He does have a TP. Gyro's going for the Haunted. Do they have enough damage for that? I don't think so. Dreadlord, by the way, almost level 3. Big level up for the Carrion Swarm. Annual War Training coming. Is the Shredder still alive, by the way? Yes, it is. Shredder is alive. SOK having such a huge need for lumber this game. Kind of crazy. MK solo, though. It is 1 hero against 3. Okay. Gyro's pretty good against the buildings. Forcing another TP home. The third attack upgrade seems to be doing quite a lot. Okay, not a bad trade. TP forced, Fiend killed, 2 Ziggurats as well. But 1-0 crept almost the entire map. Now he's making a Sanctum. This is a wild macro game by SOK. MK is going to get level 6 guaranteed at some point. Is he going to go Cosmodon? I mean, I think he should. Running around Invis now. SOK has been banking for a long time, sitting at 50 supply forever. They're getting ready for a third base. Not sure if SOK saw it. He's going for priest training now. Oh, here come the gyros. MK Invis. Being dead. MK level 6. Is it time for Cosmodon? Yes, it is! Cosmodon and the gargoyles on the ground, by the way. They could use the flag cannon. The gyro bomb, excuse me. MK staffing away with the Cosmodon. Got a couple of kills. 2 ghouls, fiends, 2 gargs. Cancel the expansion as well. There's another expo, I think, coming up bottom right. Scouted. Oh, MK. Very hurt. He needs some healing. A Pally would still be quite nice. 1725 HP on the Mountain King. You will need to TP here. Surely. Oh, I hope he's looking at the timer. I hope he's looking at that timer. Oh, MK. Please don't tell me he lets him die now. Oof, okay. MK back home. He's got priests now for healing. Finally. It's going to take a little while, though. He's got 3 attack upgrades on range, 3 attack upgrades on melee, 1 hero, 3,000 gold, by the way. This is one of the craziest games I've seen in a long time. Okay, attack against the expansion. Gyros should do very well here. Garg's also well upgraded at 2-2. Waiting for the Carrion Swarm. Hadouken! Heat scrolls, of course, can also be amazing for the Gargs. Those don't work on the gyros, obviously. SOK still with 3k in the bank. He's mining out sort of soon, by the way. Cosmodon ready again soon. That's the last camp on the map right there. 543 undead hero levels. MK close to level 7. Not exactly too close, I suppose. What a crazy game. SOK never in upkeep once in this game. He's going for master training. Only has 1 priest, though, so far. The scrolls are going to be huge here for the Gargs. Double heal scroll and protection scroll. MK doesn't have a TP, by the way. Oh, okay, with the Cosmodon. He is safe for now. Carrion Swarm. Big damage again against the gyros. Okay, now the scroll is starting to be used. Trying to pull the Gargs into the towers. Towers at this point in the game, though, they don't do that much damage anymore. They don't upgrade the same way the units do. 1-0 playing from range with a Nova, with the Carrion. Double the supply. 80 versus 40. MK staffs back into the main base, wants to be healed by the priest, the single priest. Now some griffins being made. Ooh, but the expansion. Expansion might be close to falling. Blood Mage now coming as a second hero. That guy is going to be so squishy. His only purpose is to give mana to the MK. Shredder finally went down. SOK's Lumber is amazingly still not very high, by the way. There's 900 gold left in the expansion. SOK might think that he doesn't have to save it. One to 0 is out of income. For a little while at least. Invul for the MK, selling the staff. Trying to steal the next heal scroll, maybe. Ooh, almost getting caught at the shop. Okay, SOK. He's going to have this giant army once. Very interesting. Gyro is also being repaired. Oh, wait a minute. He went banished first. He's trying to blow up the heroes, maybe. Oh, that's very, very hard to perfectly micro and perfectly time. Start playing a very, very patient game. 1 to 0 will begin mining again. Okay, SOK. This is it with the gold. He's broke. This is it. Carrion Swarm doing a good amount of damage immediately. Stormbolt on the Dreadlord. A little bit of bashing. Lots of coils, of course. Tons of them. Cosmodan activated. Alright, Expo, not up for long. Blood Mage seems to be a very easy target, by the way. What about the Dreadlord? He's getting heavily nuked with a banish, but he survives. Blood Mage in trouble in the meantime. Dreadlord trying to run away. Who wins the air fight, though? Who wins the air fight? The gyros are partly AFK. Gyros, not attacking the right targets. Focusing right now on the heroes, and there's the healing coil. The healing coil that might determine the winner now. The Gargs are owning in the air. GG it is. And the counter that's supposed to work, the gyros don't quite do it. Ultimately, this is the champion. And look at the joy on his face. Can hardly even contain himself. But 1 to 0 could again not be beaten in WSB Season 7. This is the final bracket. 1 to 0 defeated Moon, then Focus, then SOK, and then